Well, I think, every family's obviously had difficult circumstances, but we're in a far better position than so many other families right across New South Wales, and even in our own electorate. We really feel for people in the community that are doing it tough, struggling to pay rent, meet their grocery bills and energy bills, which have been skyrocketing too. So our focus is on them and making sure that we can help them. In particular, we've made a decision about those on income support payments to get a rebate for their energy bills. That's matched by the Commonwealth, so it ends up being $500 a year. Small businesses in particular, there's a lot of people in the Kogarah electorate in particular that run and own small businesses. One of the biggest increases in their input costs has been energy price rises. So we've committed $315 to try and reduce those energy bills. I mean, best thing we can do in terms of cost of living in the medium and long term is privatisation. Just stop it, and in particular Sydney Water, because if that's sold off, water bills will go the same way as tolls and electricity bills.
We saved for a really long time, and we bought a little semi up the road in Carlton that we thought we'd never be able to pay off. We still have a huge mortgage.
Yeah, it's not too far from here, so it's in Carlton. We drove past it the other day. It was a great house. We had Joe and Nikki there, right?
Yeah.
Yep. I think the first two or three houses.
Two or three, yep. Yeah. When we were first married.
That's right.
And we've been renting recently.
Yeah, we had to move out and had to rent.
Well, the rent did go up, so yeah, we really do sympathise with people.
But we've really we're in such a fortunate position, and I think we really feel for younger people in particular at the moment, because when we were in our 20s and 30s, inflation wasn't at 7 or 8% and interest rates weren't skyrocketing. So the truth of the matter is people that were our age or in their 20s today are doing it a lot tougher than we were when we were coming through. Well, the main thing is to hang in there and to look for government support, particularly where it's being provided in relation to energy bills. I think that's really important. And to know that, particularly on the Labor side, we've got a lot of sympathy for what people are going through, and we're taking active measures to reduce the costs associated with electricity. And for first home buyers in particular, we've made a decision in this election campaign to drop the taxes for first home buyers. So if you're going to buy a house at the moment above $650,000, you have to pay stamp duty to the state. We're going to increase that all the way to $800,000, where you won't pay any tax at all, and a reduced amount up to $1 million. So we hope that gets more young families into the housing market and allows them to start a family and with their own home. Over the next 12 months, I think rising energy prices and the health system are our real short-term focus. We don't live too far from St George Hospital. We've got a lot of friends that work up there, and nurses and paramedics and hospital cleaners and orderlies all say that they thought that COVID was the most difficult period, but the period after that has been a real challenge for them, and many of them are looking to get out of the profession altogether. Anna and I were walking down the street a couple of weeks ago, ran into a friend of ours who's senior at the hospital. She said on Mondays and Wednesdays she's thinking about quitting, and on Tuesdays and Thursdays she realises she can't because no one will be there to take her spot. So we feel for it. It's not just academic for us, it's our friends, it's our local community, the people that are propping up the health system. First thing will change is the focus on teaching in New South Wales and building up the teaching profession, and there's a really good reason why. There's been a 30% reduction in the number of school leavers that are choosing to study education at university, and if we don't start building up the teaching profession in our community, then we're not going to attract the best and brightest to become school teachers. So I've been really concerned, I don't know about Anna, but I've been really worried about some of the rhetoric from the current minister who says that teachers are plotting, almost in a conspiracy against parents and kids. That's not the case. We need to be in a position where we're working with the people that we need to run public services in New South Wales, and teachers are a big, important part of that.
the mornings, I think you found the most challenging.
But the circumstances were that Anna, who's a wonderful small businesswoman, brought a company from America to Australia and was working like 24 hours a day, it seemed like. And her career was taken off. It was amazing.
And so Chris said he'd step in and take over the kids for, I think it was about a year in the end.
Felt like 10.
And I think it was good for everybody.
Yeah. I remember we would like hide in the front yard when Anna would come walking up the street from the train station and just try and scare her, just to fill in an hour, go and play in the yard. Anyway, yeah, it was more difficult than this election campaign. She's a swing voter, so...
Yeah, I haven't made up my mind yet. He's a good guy and he really cares about people and he has good Labor values and he will put teachers and our frontline service workers, front of mind and stop privatisation.